really, I got a lot to say about this, so let me just get into it. Wendy Williams' ex-husband is defending himself. Kevin Hunter has publicly explained his decision to ask the former Wendy Williams show host monthly payments despite her ongoing financial problems. Now, if you didn't already know, let me go back. It's probably here in the story, but I'm probably getting ahead of myself. Wendy Williams has some legal woes attached to her finances. She and Wells Fargo are still at odds about whether she should have full ability to get into her accounts at will. And so now they're trying to put her into a Britney Spears situation regarding her finances. So now here's Kevin Hunter, while this woman has just come out of rehab, while this woman is going through all her health issues, she's trying to get everything started back up. Here he is with a money grab. Now, making use of his Instagram, yesterday, the former spouse of the former TV daytime queen wrote, and I'm going to read the whole thing like he wrote it. Everybody want to know what's really going on. The fact is, I'm not being silent anymore. This don't have nothing to do with Wendy, but has everything to do with the people trying to steal hard-earned money that I work for and help build. I have a slew of experts to help substantiate all my claims, and I'm tired of the bullshit. I didn't forfeit as much as I did for my son to go through this. Miss me with the double standard shit as well. It's on. Now, if that doesn't sound like some bitch assness to me, I don't know what does. I said it out loud. Yes, it does, sir.
It does.
Knowing exactly what's going on, your son is estranged for you. Dude, you got time to do that. You got time to do it. Ain't nobody told you to go break a brand new baby that you need to make these bills. Oh, did I say that out loud? Yes, I did. Ain't nobody told you to go make this brand new baby that you got to pay for, and you ain't got no job, and you trying to go back in this woman's pockets to get it. Now, I get it. There may be some residual income that you deserve. I understand it completely. I understand there's some legalities you probably got to go through. But I think this kind of display is not cool. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's not a good look. Whether you feel you have a right to whatever it is or not, doing it this way, that ain't cool. If you have substantiated evidence, then just take it to court and be done with it. That's what real men do. Am I right? Anybody in the room?
You are right. You 1,000% right.
Now,
I just feel, I think this man in general has, and I think you used the word earlier, he has a strong case of bitch assness in his spirit, and he needs to really figure that out. And when I say that, I'm talking about the insecurity, the predatory behavior that makes him feel that every time this woman is down, he got to find a way to pounce and not just get the money, but you also have to make a public statement, putting your face on the thing and making this about you. You have to somehow I really believe that he's going to somehow launch something off of this, a reality TV show or something. He's setting himself up for something because there's no reason for you to be still talking in public at this point.
Yeah. And then you crying about stuff that as a man, as a grown-up, let me not even say as a man, as a grown-up, doing grown-up things, you should be responsible for. Now, he's claiming that his homeowners association fee has not been paid. And if it's not paid, he will face foreclosure. Sir, when you buy a house, there are things that are expected to go with that house. There are expenses that you already knew you were going to incur that you needed to make sure that you were able to take care of. Now, if you needed to get you a new production job, if you should have gotten on with some other way and means to take care of your bills, that should be taken care of. You should not be saying, oh, well, because she didn't give me my payment, I can't get my money. You should be able to take care of that. If not, get you a nice little cute little apartment in a safe neighborhood and keep it pushing. He's also claiming that he doesn't have health insurance and he still needs hip surgery. Whose fault is that, sir? Didn't you hear about Obamacare? I'm just saying what I'm saying. I know it sounds cynical, but I'm being real. So here you are, this grown-ass man that's saying, I have substantial evidence. Well, and if you have substantial evidence, then your lawyer should just go to the people that are doling out the money. It's not Wendy. You know what I mean? And it doesn't have to be this public display of bitch assness. Ugh. What are your final thoughts on this story before we move on?
My final thoughts on this story is that he needs to grow up, get a life, find some other stream of income. What if the lady is not able to work again? What if she doesn't get her finances back and the court deems that your spouse's support should be cut in half because now the money needs to be used to support her? I mean, there's so many other things, sir. I think you should be very mindful that you're about to lose some of that money soon because I don't think she's going to have to pay that much spousal support to you when it really comes out now that she's not working. So good luck getting that money, sir.
Good luck and goodbye. Good day.
Once upon a time, there was a princess named Sophia. Sophia became a beautiful queen. Yes, she did, child. The people were enchanted by her voice. Sophia wanted to share her voice with others, so she traveled to another kingdom called Atlanta. Sophia's voice is now heard 5 days a week on WERUradio, child. Monday through Friday, 2 until 6 p.m. Eastern. And they all lived happily ever after.
Now, here's some unfortunate news that I just ran across. Now, Shangela, who is just coming off, a wonderful display of talent on Dancing with the Stars, well, now she's been dragged over rape accusations.
What? Who?
That's right, Shangela, the drag queen from RuPaul's Drag Race. Yes, that's Shangela.
Oh my Lord.
Well, apparently she was accused by HBO's We're Here crew, Daniel Garrigle. I'm sorry, sir, I ruined your name. Sexually assaulting him during a show filming in Ruston, Louisiana. Whew. Now, in a since deleted Instagram post, Daniel wrote, "I was raped by DJ Shangela's real name, Darius Jeremy Pierce. Now, after the episode's rap party during an HBO series I was filming, he details the night of the rap party, he was invited by Shangela to ride to the bar with her, where we met with other members of the cast and crew. Once they arrived, Daniel claims that Shangela bought him a drink, but he told her he didn't drink. But Shangela insisted that she already bought it, so just to have one. So Daniel did have that. Pause. Daniel, are you a grown man?
Listen here. Listen here. That sounded like a grown man wanting to take a drink to me.
Right. Because if I say I have a very, very good friend who works here at the station, Miss Sophia. She does not drink. She does not touch it. If somebody offers her a drink, she'll be like, "No, thank you. Give it to him over there." That's how grown people do. I don't drink. I don't want no drink, and I'm not accepting no drink. Daniel, okay, moving on with the rest of the story. According to Daniel's story, he says not long after she buys shots for a large group of crew members, and she brings him one too. She again tells me to take the drink. Not wanting to disappoint one of the stars producers of the show, I again take the drink. Y'all, if y'all can see my face right now. Daniel. For real, boo. For real, boo. For real. Now, he said this happened multiple times throughout the 2 hours that he was there. Daniel, if you don't drink, then you make yourself exit. Hey, I got to...
Or at any point, did you tell her, no, I don't feel comfortable with this. I don't want to drink. I'm not drinking, and put the drink down. How are you still holding the drink, Daniel?
And still drinking the drinks.
Okay. Let's say peer pressure made you take one quick little shot. Okay.
Yes.
You put the drink back down and you walk away.
Yes.
How are you still holding drinks?
Yes. Now, Daniel added that later he was feeling pretty wasted. Now, these are many drinks later, ladies and gentlemen. Next thing I knew, Shangela tells me that I need to come back to her room to help her pack for her flight the next day. He didn't feel it was weird because he had been asked to help the cast with whatever he could. So he says they pile into the shuttle van and they head back to her room. By the time they got to her hotel, he was feeling pretty bad. He says we got up to the room and I almost immediately start to feel like I'm gonna puke. Now, he says he ran to her bathroom and puked in her toilet. And he started feeling embarrassed. But she felt like a friend at that point, he says. Shangela then tells me that I can lay in her bed until I feel better. Now, he accepted the offer as the cast hotel was different than the crew hotel. He didn't feel much like moving. He says, I remember crashing face first in her king bed, face buried in the cold pillow. Then I guess I passed out. Then things turned messy, according to Daniel. He woke up to DJ on top of him, rubbing his penis on his butthole. Oh, my. Now, despite Daniel asking Shangela to stop, the drag queen got real aggressive and even told Daniel that she knew I wanted it and that she was going to take it. Daniel added he held me down and raped me. I tried to fight him off, but I was in no condition to fight him. I just laid there and took it. I guess I fell asleep after because I woke up to DJ pulling his bags out of the room to catch his flight. He tells me I can stay in the room until checkout. I lay there trying to figure out what had just happened to me. Now, Daniel recounted before concluding the story, and I realized I was just raped. Now, a few moments after going public with the story, Daniel decided to take the story down. In the meantime, Shangela, who also starred in season 31 of Dancing with the Stars, has yet to respond to the post. Now, prior to the rest of the story being read, and I make no jokes about what he alleges happened, no is no, regardless of the condition. I do think that some situations are avoidable, but I think a predator will take advantage of a predatory situation regardless of whether or not you took all of the precautions you could, ordinarily. Now, if these allegations are true, I'm shocked at reading this story. Y'all know I don't have no words to smash, but help me, Lioness, because I'm gobsmacked right now.
Excuse me, I just swallowed some saliva. Excuse me. I think that Shangela in this moment should lay low for right now. I think that in this time, the rush to make a statement will inevitably give more light to what I believe seems like it could be a frivolous claim. I say that because we all have encounters in our life that we look back on and we don't remember them necessarily fondly, or we regret them. But every regret is not a rape. And I believe from what I'm hearing was described was someone that a night got out of their control, that they felt out of self-control, that they did things that they don't normally do. They engaged in behaviors that they don't normally participate in, i.e. drinking, going back to rooms, getting in bed, and having sex. And I think this person later regretted it. That is not rape, in my opinion. I believe that the forcible act of either through coercion, through intimidation, through physical violence, through barring entry, I believe that if you do those things and you create in someone a fear or intimidation, then yes, you have raped them. What I'm hearing described sounds like a really wild night where everyone was drinking. Everyone had seemed like they had a fun, but this person at the end has a different recollection of how they felt. There are a lot of internal feelings described in that narrative, things that you would only feel inside, but unless you say them, how would the other person know? And so what I'm hearing, it sounds like two adult men that had a sexual encounter, and it sounds like this man did things that he did not necessarily plan to do when he left the house that day. But that does not mean that you've been R-word, sir. And I think we need to be very careful how we throw that word around because it can get diluted in this day and time. What are your thoughts, Jordan?
I completely agree with you. I'm still gobsmacked, completely, because, Angela's sort of a hero to me. Watching her, go 3 times on RuPaul, and then, being on Dancing with the Stars, and being in the movie A Star Is Born with Lady Gaga, and just seeing her, claim the fame, she kind of become a hero. And, they say never meet your heroes. I've never met her, but in this particular moment, I'm just gobsmacked that this accusation is being thrown out there. And in this moment, we'll just wait.
Because what I also heard was I laid there and I took it and I went to sleep afterwards. And I laid and what I heard was what we all have had is one of those wild nights where you lose control over yourself and you do things that you didn't intend to do. But what I did not hear in anything that was described in the narrative that person wrote, that you just read aloud word for word, what I did not hear did not rise to the level of our word. Sounds like a miscommunication. Sounds like you need to be more mindful of how you drink, or stop drinking, or don't drink if you don't want to drink. But don't say then later, after everything's all said and done, I drank and this person knows that I don't usually drink. And so then they know that I didn't consent. No, that's not how this works.
Right. Yeah, there you exactly. Well, ladies and gentlemen, tell us what you think about this story, because it'll be posted on social media and we'd love to know what you think. We got to get on up and get on out of here. In the meantime, go out there, respect one another. It costs you absolutely nothing. Remember, we love you and there's nothing you can do about it.
Download the We Are You Radio app. Turn it up loud.
Use the shout-out feature to talk directly to your favorite station. Louder! It's available in your app store. Search WERU Radio, one word, today.